In this video, I'm going to tell you about a book which changed my life. I will also change your life after watching this video because I've learned so much from that book. Have you seen this type of YouTube videos, YouTube intros? Today I'm going to talk about exactly this. Why reading is not enough, okay? And why you should do more and why action is more important than reading, okay? So I will start with a few examples, but before that I would like to tell you that I am personally a avid reader. I have read a lot of books since I was a child, and even right now I keep on reading, books, audiobooks and all this stuff. But I will tell you something more about it today. So I have this friend who reads 80 to 100 books a year, okay? So that person reads a book every 3 days. Now that is a lot of effort, okay? If you read a book every 3 days, that means that you are devoting 4 to 5 hours per day reading, okay? And I also have another guy who keeps on reading every startup books that comes out, okay? Every book on business, he has read those. He has memorized everything which Peter Thiel has to say. He has memorized everything which Elon Musk has to say. He has summarized everything which Steve Jobs has to say. But you know what? The problem with these two people who I know is that they have nothing to show for their reading. Okay, reading is useless unless you put that knowledge into work. Okay, if you are reading from the point of view of becoming a successful person, if you're reading it for a hobby, then it's a different story. But if you are reading because you want to become great, then it will not be sufficient. You have to take actions as well. So let's say your life has 100 hours. You should probably be putting only 10 to 15 hours into learning, reading. The rest 80-85% hours should be put into work. And there are reasons why this should be done. The reason is, number one, what you read in books is very generalized version of what real life is like. Okay, so let's say you read a startup book. Let's say you read a self-help book. Now, they will help you. Obviously, they will help you, especially in the beginning. But you must realize that your life is very, very specific. Your purpose is very, very specific. And what you should be doing right now is very specific to you and your circumstances. No one book can tell you what to do in order to move forward. And that is the first mistake which the over reading thing has. Okay. The second mistake is that a lot of times experience comes through practice. It comes through real work. It does not come from books. Yes, you can learn a lot of things from books and you should learn from others' mistake. But unless you make mistakes yourself as well, you will not move ahead. Okay. And I know a lot of these, like I was telling you about this friend who has read every startup book. You know what? He has never tried to start his own startup till now. He has not tried to start a single business till now. He keeps on reading these books. He keeps on quoting. He keeps on sharing on Instagram these quotes from these books. But he has never started his own company. He has never started or even tried to start his own business. Okay. And even I would speak about myself. When I was in second year of my college, I used to read a lot. Okay, those who have been following me for a long time know that I used to read a lot of self-help books. I used to read a lot of startup books. I read so many books: Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad Poor Dad, biography of Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, and all these people, and a few fiction books as well. And I even shared summaries and all that. If you search my old videos on my main channel, you will find them. Okay, and while reading in a certain phase of life is recommended, but actually I was not putting action based on those knowledge. Okay, what I was doing was I was trying to accumulate knowledge without taking action. And when I actually started taking action, reading became a second priority. Okay, I started AcadBoost in late 2019, and that is when I learned how real businesses work. That is where I had most of my learning, not from these books, not from these blogs, tweets, YouTube's, podcast, nothing. Okay, there is no substitute for learning from real world experience, and that is what you should strive for. So my recommendation to everyone who is reading a lot, okay, is that yes, you should take out maybe 1 year of your life early on so that you read about different things and understand what you want to do. I personally took out that time in my second year where I explored a lot of books, I explored a lot of YouTube channels, I explored a lot of podcasts, blogs and whatnot. And then I finalized on a few things and I worked on them for real. Okay, so take out a year or two where you focus on books, where you focus more on reading and less on action. And once you are equipped with that experience, try to take real action, try to do something for real. Put reading as your second priority. Yes, you have to keep on learning throughout life. Yes, I myself do that as well. But if you make your life 80% reading, 20% action, then you are probably not going to get too far, because you're accumulating experiences without actually putting them in action. And the same is true even for other forms of content. If you look at YouTube, if you look at productivity, if you look at anything, literally everything, anything you can think of, all of this is nowadays becoming a business. That there are so many of these productivity YouTubers who keep on filming their fancy equipment, their fancy productivity setups and all that stuff in HD videos, and then show you how they are productive. I don't think anyone is that productive as much as they show. What they're trying to sell you is a productive lifestyle. That is what this whole business has become at this point. No one is actually productive, and they are all trying to become super productive or some kind of a superhuman, which they are not. Okay, even if you work a few hours in your day, you will get there, man. You don't have to be this super productive कि notes app के अंदर भी अलग अलग section बना रखे हैं, फिर उसके अंदर जाके timer लगा रखे हैं, पोमोडोरो भी लगा रखा है, 4-5 तरह के desk setup लगा रखे हैं, फिर ergonomic height पे chair लगी हुई है. You don't have to do any of that. Just write down your task on a paper and do that. That is the only productivity tip you need. Okay, so this entire reading thing is also becoming just like the productivity thing. Okay, like everyone is just trying to show off ki I read these books, this is my Twitter thread summarizing what I learned, and yeah, this is what you should be doing. Man, it's fine, but what are you doing? What are you doing with your time except for summarizing these tweets on Twitter or summarizing these videos on a YouTube channel? What are you doing apart from that? And these people have made these entire fan armies of there, where like there are these book clubs and all on YouTube. I don't know if they exist on YouTube, but they exist in real life at least, where people are so passionately sharing, oh I read this, Elon Musk ne ye bola, Steve Jobs ne ye bola. It's fine, but what have you spoken? What do you stand for? When is your book coming? That should be the question which you should ask, instead of reading others' books obsessively. Alright, so that was the entire point of this video, that please don't focus too much on reading, focus on taking action as well. Okay, so to summarize what I said, I was basically trying to say that reading is important. Yes, I do it myself, and yes, I love it. But if you over obsess with reading, if you keep on reading books 4, 5, 6 hours every day instead of working, then you're probably going down a spiral rabbit hole, and that will not take you far. You should supplement your reading with work, and maybe 20% of your time should be spent on reading, and 80% of your time should go into work and work only. Okay, there's no point in reading thousands of books. Maybe you should pick up the top 50 books and read them a lot of times. Okay, so I personally think that there are only a few books which you should read for the entire startup space. You should read 0 to 1, you should read Startup Playbook by Sam Altman. These are probably the only 2 books, and I've read these 2 books 5-6 times. Okay, instead of reading 50 books on startups, I've read only 2-3 books, but I've read them many times. So I remember what they have to say, and I remember everything written in them. And I think that is a better approach. Even during my JEE preparation, I did a similar thing where I picked up a few books, but I did them a lot of times. Okay, and that is, I think, how any kind of success can be achieved. Focus on a few things, but make sure you are perfect in those things. Okay, instead of reading 10,000 books throughout your lifetime, which is a stupid goal to have, because you cannot remember, you cannot actually apply 10,000 books in your life. Just pick up the top 50 books, the top 100 books which suit you, okay, and just do them. That's what you should be doing. Okay, so I will not make this video unnecessarily long and become another productivity or that kind of a guru. Thank you for watching this video, guys. Subscribe to this channel. I make a lot of content related to tech, career, business, entrepreneurship, etc. And if you want to enroll in our skill courses, where you will learn a lot of skills like coding, machine learning, business, creativity, etc., you can check them out in the description section. Thank you. All the best. Take care.